Getting ready to put out a bridge. Then the fish houses are next. £4 cask. I'll be fishing until 10 o'clock tonight. Maybe we can add to the pile. Well, good morning. My name is Tom. You know the routine. Get your coffee. I come to you from the great state of Maine. We're in the middle of a really good winter this year. We're having plenty of snow. It has been a little slow the last couple of weeks, but we got 6 inches of snow the other day, and it looks like tonight, Sunday night into Monday, we're going to get, they're saying 18 to 20 inches, so I guess we'll wait and find out. They usually say a lot more than we're going to get, so if they're saying 18 to 20, then I'm going to say we're going to get about 10 inches. Because they're, most of the time, not very right. Well, what's today's video about? Well, I've been getting a few requests for my ice fishing pack. What is my everyday carry in my ice fishing pack? So I've been kind of waiting for a halfway decent day to come down and drag the stuff out of my pack. Now this doesn't count some of the stuff that's left in the fish house, but there's not much left in the fish house. I don't leave anything out there of any value. I might leave a couple of packages of hooks hanging from a nail in there. I do leave a sounder, maybe even 2 sounders hanging from the same nail. Those are things that you lose on a regular basis, so I do. Plus, you know, my daughter's out there fishing. I got my nephews out there fishing. You know, we kind of got a fish house tradition. Fish house tradition is leave something behind. You know, when it comes to like a little lure, a sounder, a package of hooks. That way, if somebody gets out there and doesn't have a hook or whatever like that, then they can find a hook on the wall. So today I'm gonna paw through my pack, dig out the stuff that's in it, and just like all the videos, you'll find that my ice fishing tackle is pretty simple. Keep it simple, stupid. But I do have a little bit for every fish that I fish for in my pack. So I don't repack my pack just because I'm switching lakes or because I'm switching fish or even an opportunity. You know, sometimes when you're out there ice fishing, it's like hunting. Don't miss a good opportunity. And sometimes, if you don't have the right tackle in your bag, it doesn't mean you got to carry the whole tackle store with you. What it means is have a little bit that if an opportunity arises, that you can take advantage of it. What's one of those opportunities? East Grand, what's one of those opportunities? One of those opportunities might be freshwater smelts. Sometimes when you drill a hole, you'll see smelts down there. Sometimes you'll see a bunch of smelts. Sometimes you'll drill a hole and a smelt will come up, you know, while you're skimming off the ice, and you'll see a smelt in your hole. So if you've got a really small hook and I have a limber jig stick. I have a stiff one for bigger fish, and then I got a limber one for things like the smelt or whatever, because they don't take much of a bite. But it does take a small hook. We'll get into that when it comes time for smelt fishing. But anyway, it does take a small hook for smelt fishing. So if you don't have the stuff in your bag, even if there's a whole school of smelts underneath that hole, you can't do anything about it because you don't have the tackle with you. That's my whole point there. It's an opportunity that doesn't happen very often, but when it does, perfect. Another opportunity that happens on some lakes is while you're fishing for salmon or while you're fishing for brook trout, in will come a whitefish. So if you've got your whitefish tackle with you, you might be able to jig up a whitefish or two. Another one of them opportunities, doesn't happen very often, but while I'm fishing the big lake, I've had a flags right beside the cabin. Phew, got a whitefish on it. Run right back down with the whitefish lure and grab another one, because they travel in schools. So if you get one, you got a good chance of getting another one if you can be Johnny on the spot and get that whitefish lure down to the bottom and jig it. And when I'm on that kind of water, my jig stick is all rigged up for that. So that's what I mean by don't miss out on an opportunity. Same thing when it comes to white perch fishing. Perch fishing in general, but I like my white perch. If you catch one white perch, if your jig stick is all rigged up and in your pack, ready to go, and you catch a white perch on your tip-up, when you get there, pull that white perch out, send your jig down, you might sit there and haul out a whole bucket of white perch before they swim off to the next hole. And that's another technique that we can get into. How do you chase down that school of white perch that's just left your hole? That's another video all by itself. It can be done. So, but anyways, I won't spend a lot of time here on the intro into it, other than the thought process that goes into some of the stuff that's in my pack. So let's get going on that. Like I said, I've had 2 or 3 requests for this, anyways, just in the past few weeks. So let's do it. Well, let's have another coffee first, though. I think it's a good day to come out here, sit in the snowmobile garage. Snowmobile's on the trailer. Good place for it with the snow coming. Ice, yeah, I can rattle on and on here, so, but I won't. We'll get back to the bag. Now what I will do is we will go over the stuff. Like I said, this is all that I take ice fishing as far as tackle. I don't get complicated out there. It's a pretty simple sport. Keep it simple, stupid. It's always been my motto here with everything that I do out in the field and out in the woods and on the lakes and ice fishing. Simple ice fishing shacks and simple tackle. So, all right, so the traps are kind of self-explanatory. This stuff here sits down in the bottom of my my bag. This is my tool pouch. This is where I keep the bigger things that I need. One thing I do keep, this is my leader material. We'll get into that here in a minute. But only thing in here, there's a spark plug wrench for the ice auger. A couple other tools for the ice auger. I do keep some grease for my ice traps. And this is just fishing reel grease is all it is. Spark plugs for the ice auger. And my scales. And the rest is, got a little knife in here, scissors, that's it. There's nothing spectacular down in there. But I will leave this out because we'll get into that here in a minute. Look at this. That's just the plan B. Get you out of pickle. Over here, safety equipment. If you're out on the ice, you should have one of these. This is to wrap around your neck when the conditions aren't to where they're supposed to be, and that way they're around your neck to help pull yourself back up on top of the ice. I have bigger jig sticks than this for when I'm lake trout fishing. This is the one I use for pike fishing, perch fishing, all that. Pretty stiff rod. My lake trout rod up at the cabin is really stiff. In here, this is all. Well, I won't say all, because there's a lot of tackle in here. But what I wanted to point out is there's a lot of tackle, but it's in very small containers, which keeps it under control. And each one is marked. These right here are just small jigs, and I'm not gonna pull them out. But the main ones that I fish with are the Swedish pimples. And I do have, there's some bigger ones down in there. I guess we will pull out a couple. Moose-lick wobbler, very rare. Swedish pimple, 99% of the time is what I'm fishing with. I hope you can see that. Moose-lick wobbler is because in this state, it's one of them lures that's been around since the beginning of time. It seems like. This says hooks and sinkers. This is my extra sounders, for finding bottom. Couple of hooks in there. Nothing major. But that's it. Small containers. And this is the one that's filled with, now I know that's a mess, but it doesn't take long to get in there and get you out. It's mostly Swedish pimples, white ones and gold ones. But I've had, this is the one I use for a lot of jigging, especially for the smallest ones in here is what I will pull out for whitefish. Or anything, but the small ones are the ones that I use. Let's see if I can get one out real easy. The whitefish that I fish for, that's the one I use. I use a lot of white ones, but it looks like a mess in there, but it doesn't take long for them to come out. Doesn't take long for me to fish one out and get on my rod. What I want is I'd rather have it with me in a small container, which takes up very little bit of room in the bottom of my backpack. If I am lake trout fishing, then we get into a little bigger stuff. Along the same lines, along the same lines as I like whites and oranges for lake trout fishing, like this right here. Eric up in Michigan, he gave me a whole bunch of orange, and I believe there was white. They're all in my other tackle box. But anyways, these oranges and the whites work really good for lake trout fishing. Anything with orange on them. And like you can see these are pretty big. You can see these are pretty big hooks and pretty big lures. It's the same line as my using big suckers and all of that. So that takes care of that one. As you can see, I mean, there's not a whole lot here. While we're talking about leaders, we'll get this in there. While we're talking about leader material, I don't get carried away with the silliness of special leaders. This is a roll of monofilament, 20-pound test. This, as you can see, it's been in there a long time. I buy one roll of this. It stays in my backpack. This is the leader material I use for trolling in the summertime behind my boat. And this is also the leader material that I use on every one of my traps. I whip off about anywhere from 3 to 6 feet, make up a leader, put it on my trap, and I'm ready to go. I don't mess around with the I say silliness. Silliness of leaders. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but I really don't care. This is a box of hooks. My daughter asked me what did I want for my birthday this year. I said I want some hooks. If you're going to be fishing with big bait, you got to be fishing with big hooks. This is a 2/0 hook. Put out by Eagle Claw, nothing fancy. They are sharp. I don't know what poundage that leader is, but it's perfect for my pike fishing and all of that. I don't have problems with the pike breaking off because of that. I say because of that leader. I mean, it's a pretty big leader. But anyways, these are 2/0. I do fish with number 6s. And if you're getting down in there even further, I do have a lot of hooks in my backpack. Because without hooks, you got nothing. That one's empty. That one's empty. They're empty because I don't throw them away on the ice. This right here is a number 8. That's a number 8 that I would be using for brown trout fishing, as well as my smelt fishing if I get a chance to catch some smelts. Because I'm using a very small bait when I am fishing for brown trout and when I'm fishing for, what we got in here? We got 2 little ones. The price has gone up because my daughter paid almost over $3 for these hooks when she added to it. These are the ones that have been in my pack for a long time. But that candy wrapper box right there is just perfect for storing a pile of hooks. Again, it goes down in the bottom of my pack. Goes down the bottom of my pack, and it's always down there. So, oh, one last thing in here is my wooden matches. There's not hardly a thing I go with anything that doesn't have a container of wooden matches. Strikers are in there, all that. So that stays in the backpack all the time. I use it for marking my depths on the you know, the sounder. When I go down with the sounder, I'll mark that out. My ice scoop, very short one, very small one, fits in the pack. One more tool. If I'm fishing in the ice house using the jig hole, the hole's down quite a bit. So I'll reach in this is a tool that I built up. I'll reach down the hole from the fish house and get onto the fish's jaw with this homemade tool that I made up. So, 45, I think that covers it for you. And a few other people, I know a guy from Wyoming wanted to know what we had in our backpack, so there it is. Not too complicated. So.